So we do see Guskey walking up with the Claret Blade, Spliff with the Whispering Bow. All he has to do here is sit back. Morn's on another one-handed Curse Staff. On the NoLife team, we see Akuna Matata running the Scythe, Birar running the Heavy Mace, Leduc running, I can't say that name, running Carrion Crawlers. They have a double axe here, meaning double Heavy Smash, which is really strong. Modestos running the Great Curse, another Armor Pierce, and Kai running the one-handed Holy with Druid Robe, just putting out so much healing. So we see Kersey just basically fall over then. So Modestos actually is running the Demonic Staff. I didn't see that. But Kersey got locked down with the Demonic Staff on top of him. Basically stopped all of the healing. Kai, all he had to do was survive the healing. With the Druid Robes, he could do that without taking the pressure. And NoLife just put so much damage out so quickly. They have a triple armor shred. They have so much burst between the Carrion and the Scythe. They have so much healing reduction with the Scythe and the Demonic. Just a really convincing win from NoLife in that first fight. I would like to see Millenium potentially, if they've got it in their toolkit, would have liked to see them swap to an Icicle potentially. An Icicle kind of counters the double front line, the triple front line. We see, obviously, a lot of high-level GVGs. They kind of had to, I think, just to be able to do that. Spliff obviously didn't do too much there on that Whispering Bow, which is a little bit upsetting. Obviously, it can be quite strong if you can just sit there and poke, but he didn't really have a target here that he could do that to. He could put pressure on Kai or Modestos, but, I mean, Birar's just going to interrupt him. Kai can just move back so easily that I just don't think it would have done enough, and Millenium then don't have enough pressure to put out. Bearing in mind, obviously, NoLife has a cleanse for the Death Curse every time. So we see both teams kind of engaging onto each other, trying to fight around this choke. I believe in terms of a choke fight, Millenium hold the advantage because Spliff can hold that poke onto the long range. NoLife realise it, they pull straight back, they're not stupid, and I think this is a really good move. Allow Millenium to come up the choke, because they don't want the choke to be held, because they know they lose it. Birar does look for the engage, and I believe he gets a really good engage here. Even so, splitting their entire team by just running is a really, really good move. Morns is using the Armor Pierce to try and cut up the NoLife team, but it doesn't really do much. And all three frontliners of NoLife are kind of in the middle of a fight. Triple silences come out. Akuna, Matata, and Leduc are putting so much damage onto Morns, even through Gigantify. That's what I like, is the fact that they see the Gigantify and they're still like, nah, don't care. And they put so much pressure that Millenium have to rotate back. Guskey's still in the middle of the NoLife team. The stealth Deadly Reap from Akuna Matata puts pressure onto like 3 or 4 of Millenium, and again, the whole point of NoLife's team is that they just run in, put pressure, do damage, and it's not about setting up a CC chain or baiting out cooldowns. It's about, we're going to do so much damage to you and there's nothing you can do about it. And basically that's what they do for the entirety of this fight. Birar does get silenced, so he can't really help. Spliff is so low that if any of the NoLife guys get to him, he's just going to insta-melt. Millenium does really well, but as soon as the heals come out from Kersey, the Demonic gets dropped on top of it. Kersey is actually using the Great Holy Staff here, and the problem with that is obviously the E from the Great Holy Staff is 100% countered by the Demonic. Millenium basically split up here, and Spliff's kind of on his own. He can kite a little bit, but he isn't going to be able to do particularly much. And even in doing this, his whole team is going to kind of die at the bottom. So all we have to see from NoLife here is just playing around and making sure they don't do anything stupid that's going to risk death. We see one heavy smash come onto Spliff then, and he just falls over. He absolutely melts. Belindo, even look how quickly he died with that triple armor shred. He just falls apart so quickly, and NoLife take a real convincing win in this.